This here is the Dragon Slayer, and this is day, I think, 34 of training with it every single day until I reach 10,000 subscribers. However, after over a month of training, you guys haven't even seen me swing around a normal sized sword. So that's what I'm going to grab, and I'll show you in comparison what a hand-and-a-half sword looks like compared to a 7-foot, 40-pound sword. This here is my Batman sword and my Batman shield. I mean, this isn't really a Batman sword, but that's what I'm going with since I made a Batman shield and this is kind of dark and gloomy. Both of these I made, and if you're new here, I'm Hale the Blacksmith, and I make all this crazy stuff. Now, this sword is actually a little heavy for what it's supposed to be. It's about 4 pounds, and a hand-and-a-half sword should be about 3.5. So, it's a little on the heavy side, and when I was making it, I was still relatively a beginner. But, here we have shield in one arm, hand-and-a-half in one hand, and it is pretty fun to swing around. It is much lighter than the Dragon Slayer, and much lighter than Shikai Zangetsu as well. But I still don't have as much skill as I should with a sword. I am still relatively bad, I guess. I'm an amateur when it comes to sword swinging and things like that. I've never really officially trained to be a swordsman or whatnot. But that's what this whole series is about, except it's with an anime sword. And I've never really seen many people master a massive anime sword. So that's the whole point of this series after a month of doing it, if you didn't know. But, yeah. This is my hand-and-a-half sword. And it is so much lighter than a 40-pound sword. But still, I'm not that good with it. I would love to get better at it. But let's go to the Dragon Slayer, because that's what you guys are all here for. So, for the past 2 days, I've been doing some rigorous full body training, I guess. Full body workouts, I should say. So I'm pretty sore. And so I think today we're just going to try learning some more control of the blade, doing combos and whatnot, swinging it around, and just continuing our understanding of how this blade maneuvers at high speeds. Come on! Yes! So, swinging this thing around like a madman is not easy, but I'm trying to learn some control with this. Well, actually, I should learn some method to my madness. That's the phrase, and that really goes with what's all going on here. I'm able to swing it around, and it looks like some crazy madman swinging a 7-foot sword. But I do understand the bare minimum, the basics of what it means to actually swing this thing around. But I'd like to increase that knowledge. But there's not many sources on information when it comes to training with a massive 7-foot sword. However, you guys have recommended a ton of information, and I love it. But all of it, but a lot of it is great swords and things like that. And those aren't actually, well, this scale. They're pretty big swords, but they're nowhere near 40 pounds of weight. And that's what I'm struggling with. The size is relatively doable. It's the fact that it's 40 pounds and lifting it means all my strength. But, I'm learning. This has been, I think, day 34. I'm going to pull out Shikai Zangetsu because I think I need just to loosen up some muscles after the past 2 days of working out. swinging this thing around is fun, but my body's exhausted, and shikai zangetsu is a good step down from something like this. Whew. So shikai zangetsu here is my 20-pound sword. If you're new here and you haven't seen the video of me making it, you should definitely check it out. But this sword I've trained with for over 100 days. I'm still not fluent in my movements with it, but I'm getting a lot better and more confident with it. But it's nothing perfect just yet. That's why I've been enjoying training with it as a warm-up. What am I even trying to say? I've been enjoying training with it as a warm-up to the Dragon Slayer because it gives me an opportunity to swing this thing around more, but also gets me warmed up for the Dragon Slayer. My whole body is pretty sore from yesterday, so I shouldn't push myself too hard, but this is fun. I mean, I can't not swing this thing around. It's way too much fun. Oh, but I think that'll be all for day 34. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you on day 35. God bless.